Hey, resilient champions, you are welcome. I happy Monday, everybody. I hope you had a very productive weekend. Productive weekend means you had a weekend where you rested and then you really are ready for a very productive week. So mine was hectic, and I am here now for our live stream today. You are very welcome, and I really appreciate you coming. Thanks for the thumbs up as you come in. And today's topic, we are going to be having also an interesting topic. As always, all of us sharing and learning from each other and really growing together. So we are going to have a very nice time as always. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure having you all, and I really greatly appreciate your support, your love, and it's so important having a community of people who support us. And we are in a state of our lives where we really just want to grow and succeed. But sometimes it's so challenging because we are having so many other challenges to overcome. And then it's so difficult because sometimes the road to success is not just a straight road as we think. And so, hey, Wanda, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. It's a pleasure to have you. I greatly enjoy your live streams. We learning from each other and just growing. So, today's topic: model successful people and pave your own path to success. Because why? Success is not a straight road like we think, like we dream, or like we see it. Like they say, life is what happens when we are busy making plans. So we are busy making plans that today we'll get up and do one or two things, and then tomorrow we will get the success that we want, or tomorrow we will get what we want and stuff. And then life happens. Hey, Quincy's, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for your love and support. I greatly appreciate you all. So, we are talking about modeling success and modeling successful people because why? Most often, we don't, it's not easy to just succeed because it's full of challenges, it's full of so many things, and then you can't do it on your own. But you can also copy and paste. And that's why we are saying modeling. When you say modeling successful people, it means you want to shorten the way for yourself. And what does it mean to model success and become successful? What does it mean to model successful people and pave your own path to success? That's you are not only modeling them or looking at what they are doing or looking at their achievements, you want to study how they achieved. You want to emulate the behaviors, the habits, the practices that they have in order to achieve similar results. And we say similar results. You are not achieving the same results because every one of us is unique. We are all unique. And so and we have our own different ways of defining success. Thank you so much, Queen, for the reminder. Hey, Tamika, thank you so much. You are always welcome. And I greatly appreciate your support, your encouragement to everyone. It's not taken for granted. Thank you so much, my able moderator. You are so appreciated. So we are modeling success and we are learning how to model success because we are not going to copy and paste. Thank you so much, Queen. We are going to adapt it to our own reality because what is success? And success is personal achievement, but really, success is different from each one of us. From one person to another, people have the different parameters to measure success. For some people, success can just be to have good health. For some people, success will mean having good results in school, or having like personal growth, having a good career, having a good relationship, having money, or having just good people around you. And so everybody have their own definition of success. But the bottom line about success is growth. The thing that makes success common to everyone is success means growth. So everybody wants to grow, and then how do you do it? There are many ways to grow. You can learn it by your own, but it will take you so much time. So you can decide to model the people who have succeeded in the things that you want to do, and then adapt them to your own specific projects and programs, so that you also get your own success. That's why we say model successful people and pave your own path to success, because you are not following somebody's path. You are paving your own path. When you follow somebody, it is not sustainable, because that is their journey. And so you have your own journey, and your aim is to pave the path to a successful journey. And how do you do it? You can model the people who have succeeded in the kind of things that you want to succeed in. And like they say, each person defines their own ladder, because success is achievement, fulfillment, whether in your career, in your relationships, in your health, in your personal growth, in whatever you are doing. And modeling success means studying and emulating the behaviors, the habits, and the practices of successful people in order to achieve similar success. So it's you want to achieve similar success, and then you want to find the easiest way or the most less challenging way. Yes, Quincy's is your own journey, but you can look at how other people have done it, so that it will be easier for you. You will save yourself time, stress, and money. So you will achieve your own success in less time than the other people whose lessons you are going to use. And one of the key aspects of modeling success is identifying what success means to you personally. Like Quincy says, it's your own journey. And so the first thing is identify, what does success mean for me? If you identify what success means for you, it will now be easy for you to identify and find the role models who embody those qualities that you want to be your own success, or that you want to emulate, and that you want to succeed in. So when you identify what success means to you, it gives you a real guideline on finding the kind of role models, because you are modeling the people who have succeeded in what you want to do. And you are not modeling everyone because it's overwhelming. You have your own journey, but there are people who have had similar journey. So identify what success means for you, and then that will make it easy for you to identify the role models or the people who have succeeded in what you want to do, and that will save you time and stress and money to get your own success. This may involve reaching, researching, studying successful people in the chosen field, so you can research on them. We have YouTube, we have Google. You can ask. Doing research is helping you to fine-tune the kind of person that you are looking for. That you are looking for a specific person who has succeeded in what you want to do. Hey, beautiful, you're welcome. I hope you're doing fine. Thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure to have you. And so today we are talking about modeling successful people so as to pave your own way to your own success. Because like Quincy says, it is your journey, but You can learn from other people because you want to save yourself time and stress and money, because you don't need to go through all that long path when you can model, adapt, and replicate. So it's you are modeling, you are looking at what they did to succeed, you are adapting it to your own projects, to your own vision, to your own dreams, and then you are replicating it. And like we say, it is individual. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Queen. I am so blessed. You are always bringing it down. And so we have to tweak it and we have to dance it to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Charlotte. It's always a pleasure. You always bringing it down. And also, I have thank you so much. Thank you so much. The channel also has a superstore where you can also patronize us. Thank you. And even the people who have taken their time to come and stay with us, share with us, you are so welcome and you are so celebrated and loved. Thank you so much, everyone. I am so grateful for you all for your time and for your just sharing your journey. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much. And so we are saying that one of the key aspects of modeling success is to identify what success means to you personally. And then that will help you to find who is your role model. And then this person embodies the qualities of the people or the things or the projects that you want to achieve. And this may involve researching, studying, but all of this is because you want to adapt the strategy to your own projects and circumstances, to your own objectives. Because why? We are all unique, and our uniqueness is what makes us authentic. Yes, we are all amazing. Thank you so much. Who do we have here? Tori's Brain. These are one of the people that helped me to come to YouTube. Thank you so much, Tori, for everything you do. I greatly appreciate you. You have always been holding my hand, and I don't take it for granted. I hope you're starting a very productive week. Thank you for everything. So it is never about copy and paste. That's why we always repeat, it's never about copy and paste. It is about adapting and replicating. You adapt to your own circumstances because you want to remain your own unique person. And when you are unique, it is sustainable because you are not make believe. You are not in make believe. You are in the real, authentic you. It's not a make believe. And so you're not like people who make believe. Tomorrow they want to think, what did I do yesterday? How can I stay consistent? And all of that. No, when you are authentic and unique, life is so easy for you. Life is really so easy for you when you are authentic and unique. And that's why when you are modeling success, it is to adapt it to your own circumstances and then you replicate it. And that is how you create your own path to sustainable success. Because what is success if it is short lived? You are going to be in a hamster wheel turning and turning. We want success that will be sustainable and that will last forever. So that when we leave from one class to the next class, we are only going to go higher. We are not going to be going back and forth. And so you could also seek mentors and network with individuals who also can guide you and support you as you work towards your own success. So you can model people from a distance. They don't know you. You're just modeling and adapting their strategies. Or if you want it one on one, find a mentor, find a coach, and network with individuals who offer guidance and support. Like this community, we have a formidable community of people who offer guidance, who offer support, a community of people who are just building each other up. And that is so important for sustainable success, because you know that when you are falling, you are not going to fall on stones, you are going to fall on a cushion. And when you fall on the cushion, you bounce back. It's easy to bounce. When you are falling on cushion, you are bouncing back up. You bounce up when you fall on cushion. And that's why it is important to network with people who offer guidance, who offer support, and who help you to work towards your success. And that's the best thing we have in this community. People who hold your hand and who all they want is for us to grow together. So when you, in addition to emulating successful behaviors and practices to become successful, it requires a willingness to take action, a willingness to take risk, and embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Somebody, did you hear that? Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Failure should not be final. No. When each time we fall, let's look at where did we slide. We are not looking at where did we fall. We are looking where did we slide. Was there slippery water? Was there soapy water? How can we dry off the water so that next time we are passing there, we are not going to slide and fall again? And so when they say taking risk and embracing failure as a learning opportunity, it means every time you take on a challenge or a new activity, or anytime you do anything at all, you either win or you learn. You don't fail. Like they say, fail is an acronym for first attempt in learning. And in learning, you have the opportunity to give yourself a million second chances. Some people will learn like immediately they hear the lesson or they see something, they pick it up. Some people like me, I need to go over and over and over and over it and really take time to learn it, to really assimilate it. And so you find your own pace and you go at your own pace. Your competition is not with anyone else. You are just competing to be better every new day than you were the day before. So you are embracing failure as a learning opportunity, because your purpose is to become better, and your purpose is to learn from every challenge. You pick the lessons to build back better. Each time you pick the lessons, you build back better, because you are now using the lessons. You have identified where did you slide before you fall, and now you don't want to slide again. You make the place dry so that it's no longer slippery. And that's how you learn and use your lessons from the failures to bounce back better. Because why? You are becoming. You are not a perfect being. You are a work in progress, and it is okay to do it over and over at your own pace until you succeed, until you are satisfied with yourself. This may involve stepping outside of your comfort zone, trying new things, or persisting. I'm telling you, the most successful people are the most persistent. What is persistent? They do it over and over and over till they get it right. They are doing over and over, not in the same way, but each new time that they start again, they are putting in the lessons from the past experience, from the past time that they did it. So each time they are putting new effort, they are putting in the work, they are putting in the work, and they are doing it over and over until they have it. And modeling success to become successful is a journey that requires dedication, perseverance, and a willingness to learn and grow along the way. So you don't wait till you finish learning before you start to implement. No, it doesn't work like that. Every day is a new lesson. Every day is a new lesson. So every day you are learning and growing. So are just willing to learn. You learn from everybody. You learn from anything. You learn from every experience. That's why you have a cultivate an open mindset, a growth mindset, which means for everybody that you meet and talk with, make it a habit to learn something from them that can help you. Even their manner of talking, even their manner of smiling, even their manner of doing, there's always something that you can learn from someone. I'm telling you, I had an experience one time. One A mad person, I was walking in the streets of Yaoundé, is the capital of Cameroon, and I just left. I was walking back then. I left my office and I was going down the street. So I met this madman, and he was following me and saying, uh, I should avoid a lot of oil, a lot of beans, and a lot of of bread. And he was talking and following me, and I was like, so I turned, and then he said, yes, you, I'm talking to you. Like, like the concept of mad people, like, it's not like here, maybe where people are in a psychiatric home. Back home in Cameroon, you meet mad people everywhere on the road. So you can meet people a mad person on the road. And he was talking to me, and then I was really like fighting for my weight and all of that. And I was talking with a friend. So he overheard us, and he was following and telling me, you just need to avoid a lot of oil, a lot of beans, and a lot of bread. And I was like, how did this guy know that I love eating beans and bread? Those are the things that really get you fat and all of that. And he was so the fact that it's a madman who was reminding me, it gave me like a tick. And I was like, this guy is right. It's not because he's a madman, but I should listen to what he's saying. Hey, Random, you are welcome. Thank you so much for coming. It's always a pleasure. So, like I was saying, that you can learn from everybody. Just have an open mind. Like I always share with you people. I learned how to celebrate myself for my 4-year-old nephew when I came to Canada to live here. I will always talk about celebrate yourself or celebrate your little wins. And each time I will, when I achieved something, I will say, oh no, this is too minute to celebrate. But this little boy, as he learned to grow, he learned to walk, he learned to he learned to run, and then he will play the ball in the house or throw it up and catch it. So a lot of times he didn't catch the ball, but any one time that he caught the ball, he will say, yes, auntie, I did it. And he will be so happy with himself. And like, you would think that no, he's just catching the ball, but he was so happy. He would say, yes, auntie, I did it. And he would jump around and we dancing, and we'll be dancing. And I like, and I was like, yes, you can learn from everyone. Random says, I am learning so much lately. Messages of wisdom sometimes comes from the smallest of details. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what happens when you have a growth mindset and when you are willing to learn and grow. Each time you are willing to learn and grow, I'm telling you, you will find the lessons. This is no joke. I have experimented it. Each time you want to learn and grow, you always find the lessons. It's you can try it, you will tell me about it. And when we started, we were saying we tried to define success, and we said success is personal achievement and fulfillment, whether in your career, in your relationships, in your health, or personal growth. But that each person defines what is success for them. And that's why finding your own road and strategy greatly depends on what is success for you. And once you have identified what is success for you, it's easy now to find the person that, or the people that you want to model, or the person that you want to use, like your example, that you want to learn from, the person that has succeeded in the thing that you want to do, and then you will learn from them. And so I really thought of putting this presentation in two parts: modeling and success, and then becoming successful. Because for me, if we say modeling success, sometimes people will just think that you copy and paste. It doesn't work like that. You adapt and replicate. Modeling success and becoming successful are two different things, but they are important. They are both important when it comes to achieving our goals and realizing your potential. So you're modeling success, and it doesn't mean automatically that you will be successful when you don't put in the work, and when you don't see and be creative. So when you, sometimes people get discouraged because you say, I did that same thing, but I did not get the same results. It's not like that. It's not like mathematics where one on one will automatically give you two. Because modeling success means you are looking to successful people in your field or industry and study their habits and strategy. What do they do differently than others, and what can you learn from them? So when you have identified your field, and you have identified what you want, now you have identified the models that you want to copy, or that you want to learn from, because modeling is like learning from. Hey Rudy, you are so welcome. So modeling is learning from. Learning from means you are not copying and pasting. It means you are looking at how do they do it. What can I learn from this? For instance, I like a before I started my personal development journey, I have one role model that I was learning from, because when I was trying to get out from my own trauma after two divorces, like the second divorce, I was really traumatized, stressed, and overwhelmed. And so I used to go to YouTube first to listen to gospel music, because I am a very religious person. I really celebrate my religious background. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a practicing Christian. So I will listen to gospel music, and then sometimes when I'm going to sleep, because I was so down, I would just look at YouTube. Is formidable. Sometimes you have the whole book of Psalms. So I'll play it on my computer, so that anytime that I woke up, or went of any period of insomnia where I'm not sleeping, I will be fed with the word of God. And then it is during that time, hi Juba, you are welcome. Thank you so much for your constant support. I hope you had a beautiful weekend, and I hope that you started a really productive week. So you know the way YouTube functions, depending on the kind of content that you listen to, they start popping up other related content that can help you. And that's how they popped up this lady, Lisa Nichols, whose first video from whose first video I heard, "You are your own rescue." And this really rang a bell. So I started listening to most of her videos and learning from her. And I really was like, yes, I want to learn from Lisa Nichols, because she was an embodiment of what I wanted to become. I wanted to rescue myself. She rescued herself from poverty. She rescued herself from brokenness. She rescued as a single mom. She rescued herself and built herself her own empire and stuff. And I said, this is my role model. I'm going to rescue myself. Like she said, you are your own rescue. And then another thing that she said, when you have tried 999 times and you did not succeed, hit that reset button and give yourself 1,000 second chances. And that is what is guiding me. I know that it is okay to fail, but you have to give yourself 1,000 more second chances. If you do not give yourself 1,000 more second chances, you're going to just fail and remain there and get stuck. But when you give yourself 1,000 second chances, you know that failure for you is a learning opportunity. And that's why you have to, it's so important, identify the people who have walked through a similar journey like yours, and then look at what they did and model it. And like they say, when you are modeling success, don't be afraid to ask for help or guidance from those who have already achieved success. So you network, and networking and mentorship are very powerful tools. So I started listening to her. That was not enough. Now I had to really pay for her courses, and so she could mentor me. And so I could also network with like-minded people. Hey, Lisby, thank you so much for coming. I am so blessed. I can't imagine that even with everything that is going through in your life, with how busy you are, you still have time to come here. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. You are loved and appreciated. Thank you so much. So I started trying to model and adapt what she was doing. And then I really thought that no, I need to go now nearer, not only from a distance. She needs to be my mentor. I need to network with her. And that's how I went to her coaching program. And we are here where we are today. And that also, remember that success is not always linear or predictable. So that's what we are saying. When you are modeling success, don't think that when you do the thank you, Queen. I really appreciate that. So they say success is not linear or predictable. So it's not like when you put 1 + 1, you will have 2 automatically. That was why they say life is what happens when you're busy making plans. Because when you make your plans, they are a straight road. I'll get up in the morning, I'll do this and that and that and that, and I'll get this result. And then you wake up in the morning, pim, there's one emergency that you have to attend to, and then you don't have time to do the thing that you wanted to do. So it's not linear, it's not predictable. You can't say, if I copy this and adapt it, I'm going to get the same results. No, because the results depend on the timing, on the space, on different circumstances that they had to achieve their success. You might not have the same circumstances, you might not have the same good timing, but that does not mean that you are not going to succeed. It means just that you have to be persistent. You have to be persistent. You do it over and over and over. And each time you don't get, each time you don't win, look for that lesson. Don't look at it as a failure. Look for a lesson and treat it as a new opportunity. So remember that success is not always linear. So be open to trying new things and taking calculated risk. Calculated risk means you are applying your lessons. That's why it is calculated, because it's an informed choice. You are not just acting in the blue, you are using those lessons to build back better. And you have to focus on the process, not just on the outcome. Because success is a result of consistent effort and hard work over time. So if you think that I'm going to just do it overnight, no. A lot of successful people, some people it took a year, for some it was 10 years, for some what even 20 years. Some people like KFC, if you remember Colonel Sanders, how long did it take him to make KFC a resounding success? He was already in his 60s. So you don't have to give up. And you have to always remember that you are a work in progress. There's no perfection. You are becoming. You are becoming. It means you are not finish yet, and you cannot reach that perfection. Once you get to one step, or you achieve one step, there's always a greater step ahead, and then there's always another greater step ahead. And so every step, like we dey say, if you reach every high mountain, there's another higher mountain in front of you. And so you see your success as a process, and not like a destination where you just go and reach the yes, I've succeeded. Like people, the people who have 1 billion, they work to have two billion, and then they keep working to have 3 billion, 5 billion, 10 billion. They keep working, because success is a journey. It's not a destination, and it is not something that you just see there. It is a process, and you have to trust the process. And the good thing is, as you go in the process, you become perfect, you become better. So there's progress in the process. Each time you're progressing, you each time you're going through the process, you will see that you are progressing each time. Because once you look at where you are today, you will see that you are not exactly where you were like a year ago. So you are not focused on how far you have to go. You are focused on how far you have come. That will give you a real picture of the progress that you have made. When I started YouTube on the 14th of April 2022, I had how many subscribers did I have? But today I have 1,000 plus. So I'm not looking at when I started, I'm looking at how far have I come. And this is what is encouraging me to keep going, to keep looking at successful people. The people who have 1 million subscribers in YouTube, what did they do? What are they doing? How can I imitate them? How can I continue growing my channel? So your focus should be how far you have come. When you look at how much you're left to go, like if I sit now and say, oh, people have 1 million subscribers, I just have 1,000. First, I'm being very ungrateful, which is not a good habit, because gratitude will always bring you more. And then secondly, I am trying to compete with people. Meanwhile, my competition is with myself. I am trying to become better every new day. So I'm not, it's good to have 1 million subscribers. I am not in competition with them. I am trying to model what they have done to get 1 million subscribers. And then I'm growing at my own pace, because it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I am not competing with them to see no I won or not. There's no winning, there's no losing. We only learn and we grow, and we keep growing. It's a process. It's a it's a and it's consistency and hard work over time. And that's why each time when you are willing to learn from your failures and setback, it is always through these experiences that we get valuable insights to grow as individuals. So when you are looking at all of these things, you are not looking at them to stay and stand still. You are looking at them to help you to grow. And that's why we say the presentation was modeling success, and then now we are talking about becoming successful. And we are reminding ourselves that becoming successful depends on each individual. What do you call success? What is success for you? Some people, they just want to be in good health. For some people, they just want to be in a good relationship, to have a spouse, or to be in a good relationship with their family and their children. Some people want to have a good career. Some people want to have me. I want to have 1 million subscribers on YouTube and really impact so many lives, because I want to leave a legacy where when people will tell their stories, they will remember my name. It's not a legacy of money. I want to touch the lives of people. I want people to know, especially when you are above 50, that you are not a failure because you failed at some things at some point. You are a work in progress, and there is always room for improvement. You are becoming. Hi, Fiona. You are so welcome. Thank you so much, Queen, for coming. I greatly appreciate your love and support. And so we are saying becoming successful. You look at that. I didn't say become successful. I said becoming successful, because you are constantly improving. It's not a destination. You are becoming. You are becoming better and better every new day. And then when you look at yourself as becoming, you are not frustrated that, oh, I have not had this, I have not arrived this way. You know that you are becoming. And so define what success means to you. Is it financial stability? Is it career advancement? Is it personal fulfillment? What is success for you? And then you clarify your goals and priorities. This will help you create a roadmap to success. So when you define what success is for you, then create your own roadmap. And when you are creating a roadmap, there is nothing like the summit. There's nothing like perfection. If there was a summit like all the richest people in the world, how do you see them? Their wealth is growing every day. They did not, like last year, to say, okay, now I'm the richest person in the world, I'm going to stop being productive. I have no, they have becoming, they are still growing. Their wealth is still increasing because they understand the principle of success. Success is a lifelong journey, and it's not something that has a destination, a specific destination. You are going on that journey, and you want to be as productive, as successful. You want to achieve as much as possible before you give your last breath. It ends, your becoming ends with your last breath. Even if your legacy will still continue. Some people, is even when they are no longer here, that their legacy is so widely talked about. But we don't want to go before people will talk about us or we impact people. We want to start impacting people here and now, and when we go, we still continue impacting people. So we want that legacy to continue. And when you create that roadmap to your own success, it means you are setting specific, measurable, and achievable goals. You break them down into smaller steps to make them more manageable and track your progress. So, how do you know that you are becoming? I know that I am getting better at my YouTube channel, because I started from 1 subscriber. Now I'm 1,001 and something subscribers, and I'm growing. So I can measure my progress. And when I see all of that, it gives me the energy and the encouragement to keep going, because I am modeling and I am becoming more and more successful. Hi, anything is possible. You are welcome. Thank you so much for your love and support. I greatly appreciate you. I also greatly appreciate all those who are in the bushes and still supporting. And those who are going to watch the replay, you are equally loved and celebrated. So we are talking today as modeling successful people, to pave our own path to our own success, because success for us is individual, depending on our own journey and depending on what we want to achieve. We are not going to copy and paste people. We are going to model what their strategies are. We are going to adapt them to our own projects, to our own circumstances, and replicate their blueprints. So we are not copying and pasting, we are modeling. And so we talked about modeling. Now we are talking about becoming successful. And the becoming successful, if you define what success means for you, and then you create your own roadmap, and then you set your smart goals, which will help you to take action, develop a growth mindset, and focus on continuous learning and improvement. Seek out opportunities for education, training, and professional development. So when you are focusing on improvement, I'm telling you, if you look at my live streams when I started, they are not like now. Now I have to improve. And what did I do? I looked for a coach, a tech coach. And my tech coach, Laquita, she's done a marvelous job. You can see that my presentations now are more colorful. I have pictures. I have even the toolbar running down there, the banner. I can now add so much color, and it's no longer boring, just me sitting here and you looking. And then that can also help you to participate. So I have a, if there's somebody who always wants to learn and grow, I really love learning and growing. I am of the old generation that really like tech is not my very, very best friend, but I need it to be able to serve you better. And I am putting in the effort that I need so that the presentations can be better and better every day so that I can serve you better. It's not, I don't only want to serve you, I want to serve you better every new day. And so I have a tech coach, I have other coaches. Like they say, every coach needs a coach. All these things that I'm saying, that you should look for a mentor, model success, I have mentors, I have coaches, and then I'm learning from all of you, because me, I learn from everybody. I learn from everybody, and life is a lot of learning process. I learn a lot of new recipes from Miss Patty. I learned her consistency. She gets up every early morning to go for her walks. She has her health goals and she is not negotiating them. Except when the weather is extremely harsh, she goes out there, sometimes under the rain, to do her morning walks. And that's great, great inspiration. Fiona says effort, consistency, and the willingness to improve. Absolutely. If you are not willing, you will easily give up. And that's why your willingness to improve is very capital, because that willpower is what gets you going. It's what keeps you consistent. If you don't have the willpower, I'm telling you, after one day, after 2 days, you will say, oh, let me just give up. And like something like YouTube, yours truly, YouTube is the most school of patience and tenacity. You have to be very patient in YouTube, and you have to be very open to learning how to do things. Look at, before, people were not doing shorts. Now they say shorts pay, and all of us are doing shorts. Every new day, YouTube brings out, if you go to your office, your back office, there are new suggestions every day on how to become better. And so if you are not willing to improve on your presentations or on your channel, depending on the guidelines that they are giving, then you will become obsolete. And all the work that you are doing is not going to make you become more and more successful. So you have to cultivate a strong work ethic and discipline. Success sometimes or often requires sustained effort and dedication. And we live in a dynamic, changing world with the technology every new day. Like now, everybody is talking about AI and Chat GPT. If you don't use those those new technologies, you are not going to be as performant as the people who are using them. And so they are trying to, like, we should not always look at artificial intelligence as coming to take people's jobs. Let's see what is in there for us. What can we use? How can we use it to make our work better and serve the people we are called to in a better way? So it's not always negative. Sometimes you just need to look and then you will see something useful. And so surround yourself also with supportive and positive people who believe in you and your goals, and seek mentors, role models who can provide guidelines and inspiration. Like they always say, you will know that this community or this person is right for you when it is somebody that uplifts you, that helps you to grow, and that doesn't want to downplay you every time. There are some people who always want to make you feel bad, feel inferior, feel that you are not capable. You weed away all those people. I do my energy audit and I weed away people all the time. And sometimes I'm telling you, you have to weed out family members. It's not easy. You are not weeding, you are not saying that they are no longer your family. They are there, but you don't allow them to sap your energy as they do. If you know that there's somebody who always talks with you and you feel demoralized, avoid that kind of people. When they are talking with you or when they just start, find a way to end the conversation. You deal with them at a distance. Don't let them invade your space and sap your energy and drain your energy, like they call them, energy vampires. With all of them from your side, because success is not something that you just, it's a lifestyle. But remember, success is not a one size fit all concept, because what works for one person may not work for another. And but the most important thing is to stay true to yourself and your own values and keep pushing forward towards your goals. So it's not something like if you do it, if you model successful people, you will going to succeed. You are paving your own way with the efforts and the lessons that you learn from them and adapted to your own situation. So, like they say, success is not just about talent, but also the drive to learn from those who have achieved, or to learn your own lessons from your own experiences. But when they say model successful people, it's like a way of saying, how do I take action? What kind of action do I take? Because the bottom line is, if you even learn all of these things that these people did to succeed and you don't take action, you are not going to have results. What did they say? Action is the prescription for success. So it's not only learning, it's also taking action, and you have to learn how to take the right action. And like when they say modeling, it means follow the people who know the road, which means it's always better to follow someone who has experience and knowledge in the particular field that you are working, rather than trying to figure it out on your own. They say you cannot spend your whole time trying to reinvent the wheel. And it means that you are not, you want to do something that people have already done successfully. Save yourself time, stress, and money to model their strategies, to adapt them and replicate them. So when they say follow who knows the road, it doesn't mean that you have to be putting your step after them. You are just following the strategies and adapting them. It's easier than to try to figure it out from scratch, or to say I'm going to do something different from the scratch. You can do something different with a model that you already have. Like like if you see the designers, what do? They take a shirt that somebody has done, and then they improve on it. What you're doing when you're modeling, you are improving on that person's strategy, because you are using it, you are adapting it to you are adding your own specificities. So somebody has produced this shirt, I might decide to add a rose flower on it, or I decide to put a cape on it to make it different and all of that. So I have this shirt, I want to personify it, I make a cape, I put a rose flower on it, and so, or I decide to put a different color somehow. You can do all of those things when the model is already available. You can readjust and adapt easily if you already have the model. And that's why they say it's better for you to model the people or the things that you want to do. You are not copying and pasting, you are just using like this skeleton to beef it up. Somebody has already done a sketch, they did it, and then they added, they didn't put a cape, they didn't put any rose flowers, but you are using the same model, but you want to add your cape, you want to add a rose flower, you want to add anything that you want to add, because you want to personify it and make it authentically yours. So when you always like you want to do something, follow people that have done it, and then it can be easier for you. You will not be overwhelmed, you will not easily give up on yourself. Because why? Because you have a, a model to follow. You are not creating the pattern from scratch. For example, in education, it is always helpful to have a teacher or mentor who can guide you through the learning process. Because why? They have a years of experience. Hey Nikki, you're so welcome. Thank you so much. I know you are there in the background. You are always celebrated. So today we are modeling successful people and paving our own path to success. We are not copying and pasting, we are adapting and replicating. We are looking at what people have done, and we are trying to see how we can add our own personal touch so we can make our own success sustainable. So it's all about adding your personal touch and making your success sustainable. So in personal relationships, for example, it is important to surround yourself with people who have similar values and goals. And when you follow their example of people who have healthy, happy relationships, you can learn how to build and maintain strong connections with others. And what we are saying overall, follow who knows the road, is a reminder that it is always better to learn from those who have experience and knowledge than you in what you want to do. And by following their lead, you can avoid common mistakes and achieve your goals faster. So we don't only want to achieve our goals, but we also want to achieve our goals faster. What use does it take me to take 10 years to learn something on my own when people have already learned it for 20 years, and I can learn from their example, and I can use their blueprint and just adapt and make it personal and just put my own personal touch. So when they say the qualities of successful people, persistence, dedication to achieve their goals, positive attitude, willingness to learn from failures, strong work ethic, time management skills, all of these things, then you take them and use them wisely. Taking action, it means when you are working on your own goals, you are using all these qualities from successful people, you are adapting them to your own qualities to make your journey shorter and faster. And you don't want to fall in the same mistakes. You want to avoid some common mistakes that they went through or that they did, and you are just using their example to build your own faster, better, and that is why it is not copy and paste. You are modeling success and you are adapting and replicating. And I'm always always saying it is not copy and paste, because yours truly, if you copy word for word, step by step, what someone did and just did it, you are never going to get the same result, because their own success is influenced by space, by time, where they were at in their own journey, and so many other things. So you cannot measure that. If it this person, I can just take it like you stamping it on your passport. No, it is not ready to go. You have to adapt and replicate. So modeling success means studying and emulating the behaviors, habits, and practices of successful people in order to pave your own path to sustainable success. And success, we are saying, is personal achievement and fulfillment, whether in your career, your relationship, your health, or your personal growth. And most importantly, each person defines their own ladder of success. Each person has, what does it success mean for me? And so I thank you for all the how many million people who are in the house, and all those of millions of you who are going to watch the replay. It is always an honor. It is always a pleasure. And I can't go without always reminding you, you are not a failure because you failed at some things at some point. You are a work in progress, and there is always room for improvement. Remember, each time you are trying to improve yourself, you are building back better, because you are learning and growing with the lessons from your previous challenges, and that makes it easier for you. So I want to thank you all. I want to remind you of our store. So thank you so much, everybody. It's always a pleasure. I wish you all a very, very productive week. For all the amazing people and my beautiful moderators, you are so welcome. I love you and I greatly appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who was here, who is coming to watch the replay, and thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much, Charlotte. It's always an honor. You are always going above and beyond. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tori, and everybody else. Please don't hold it to my head. If I missed you, hold it. Don't hold it to my heart. Hold it to my head. Thank you all and have a very, very productive week.